Hi, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live in the afternoon, number 64, with my guest, Melanie, Lethaleya's Little Hook with Melanie. For those of you that do not know her, her link is at the top of the chat, pinned, and also in the description box. Go check her out. I think she's pretty awesome.
I am.
All right. So for those that are watching on replay, please leave us a comment in the comment section and let us know what you're working on, how you're doing. And if you are here with us currently in the chat, please leave us a comment. Let us know that you're here. And how are you today, Melanie?
I am good. I'm feeling good. How are you, Crystal?
I'm doing good too. I'm glad you're doing good.
I'm sitting in a chair, yarn, friends. My dog's trying to catch a fly. They never catch the fly, you know that? They try and they just, no. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. Welcome in. Hello from West Michigan. Well, hello from Southeast Texas.
Hi from Northern Pennsylvania.
So, what are you working
on? I am far behind, but Bailey Nookter Cat, I never know if I say that right, but Bailey from Nookter Cat Creations on the Prowl, I may have messed that up, had a crochet along, and she's already started a new one, but I'm doing the last one. She made a cape, and I'm making the cape. Aww. So I'm making it out of crystal cakes. Crystal. Wait, where's my thing? There it is. But it's amaranth and peacock. Hold on. There.
Oh,
can you see the colors?
Yes.
So yes, and so I'm just crocheting right along. I can't sit still.
Yeah. I think you froze. Well, I think she froze, and Diane says pretty. I don't know if you can hear us, Melanie. But yes. So anyway, I guess while we wait on her to get back,
whoop. Was that me or was that you? Or
I think you froze a little bit.
It went black on my end. Both of us went black.
Well, you sat there kind of froze, and I'm sitting there talking and I'm moving, so maybe it's your internet, but I don't know. But you're back. Welcome back.
Thank you. All right. Okay.
So I just wanted to let. Huh?
I'm gonna try and like voodoo my internet not to do that again then. Okay. What were you saying?
Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So my Halloween bash is on Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. There are 11 prizes that I will give away during the live. Not me personally, but people. I have 4 that I'm doing myself, and then the rest have been donated. And I have a giveaway for the replay. So people will come back, leave a comment, And there is also a twist to it. Anybody that does a super chat or a super sticker during the Halloween bash will get an extra entry. But you have to go back and comment after the live is over with the keyword to be entered. And then everybody's names will go in a little bucket, hat, something, and I'll pick out the winner probably a day or two after the live. So.
Ooh.
And I think I have some stuff picked out right now. I think my grandmother's going to throw some stuff in. So, yeah. Kind of excited about the whole Halloween bash. Do what?
Your mama is so cool. She's always adding stuff to your prizes and joining it.
She has some yarn that she has kind of reserved that either it's too big a weight for, or she don't like the fuzziness of it, or different stuff like that. She's kind of, my light just flickered. Hopefully the power don't go out.
Oh no.
No, I'm like, oh. But so hi, let's see, Angela Wright, Kim G, Mama G Gear, welcome in everybody.
Hi everybody. Hi Mama G, Kim, Angela. Hi everybody.
So just to let y'all know, we are having storms right now. So if I happen to disappear and you're left with Melanie, I will try to come back as soon as our power gets back on. But hopefully that won't be the case.
Hopefully.
It's really too bad out there. It's just like a constant rain. So hopefully it won't get any worse than this for now.
If you see me looking down, it's because that's where I have the chat. I am buying a tiny bit of a costume this weekend so I can come up on your panel on Halloween, because I thought I had kept my costumes, but they're not where I thought I had them, so I may have gotten rid of them. So I'm gonna go dollar store costume hunting. So you're gonna see something interesting.
Okay. Sounds good to me. It don't matter if you just put cat ears on and draw a little, face. That's good enough for me. It's still kind of dressing up.
My older sister has done the cat costume almost every year for her entire life. I don't do cat ears. But I did do a Una puppy fairy one year. And it was all dollar store. Una puppy fairy. Just imagine it. Okay. Yeah, you probably can't, but no. I have pictures. I have pictures.
Mama G says, I'm coming as an old lady who crochets.
You got to put the crochet hooks up in the bun that you've lost, and the 2 pairs of glasses that you forgot were on your head with the 1 pair on your face, and, the cats everywhere. Well, that is Mama Jeeger. The cats everywhere.
Yeah.
I love you, Jenny.
So, I finished my sweater. I did it last night, so technically I ripped it out the week before on Thursday and started over. And then last night I finished it. So it took me a week to make that sweater.
And you did awesome.
She's already seen it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And she goes, yes, Mel, hooks in hair and cats on lip.
I would be the one with like hooks behind ears and every animal on earth and a baby over one shoulder and like a 3-year-old on the hip, because I collected everybody's kids, and we had a pet snake and birds and mice, so all the animals. And we had a goat that was as big as me.
Aw.
And sheep, and we kept the neighbors' mini horses in our pasture. So just all the animals, and babies, and yeah. That'd be me. Just Noah's Ark of everything.
So, let's see. So beside what you're working
What's
on
next?
now, yeah. What are do you have anything you've been knitting on?
Well, I have. Wait, you can't see my finger. Over on that side of my room, my dad built a floor-to-ceiling cabinet, and I just put my wicks in it. Besides my my tools are on like 2 shelves, and then there's a shelf of yarn I want to use, and then there are 2 shelves of bags of wicks. 3 of them are knit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are crochet. And then on the floor, I have 1, 2, 3 more crochet. One that has yarn in it that I haven't started yet, that I want to make something crochet.
Wow.
A bag of yarn that I just want to use. So, I have an issue. I have too many wants. I want to start too many things. Yeah.
Welcome in, Julia.
I blame it on the ADHD and bipolar.
Yeah, I
Hi,
can
Julia.
understand. So that's like 12. I think I counted 11 or 12 projects that you have started.
And I want to. That may not be all of them. I don't know. I have at least 4 totes of finished items in my storage unit. And they're the bigger totes.
Yeah.
Because some of them are blankets. So, I mean, I tried doing Etsy. I have an Etsy shop. Once in a while, someone will favorite it. But nobody buys anything. So, my dad's like, sell local. And I'm like, yeah. Nobody locally. Yeah, I give it away.
Yeah, I mean, I would more likely think that. Let me rephrase that. I would think it would be more likely to sell something off of eBay than probably Etsy. You know, in my opinion.
I should try that then. Because around where I live, people don't want to pay more than $7 for a hat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's like barely more than what I'm paying for yarn. So,
yeah.
And they want like a nice hat with a faux fur pom-pom, and the faux fur pom-poms cost like $5.
Yeah.
So, but I enjoy making them. I'm going to keep making them. You know.
Yeah.
It is startitis.
Welcome in, Melanie Jones.
Hi, Melanie.
So, I finished my sweater, but I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I'm kind of like,
Do you have a yarn you want to use, or do you have a pattern you've been wanting to do?
I have some bookmarked, but I'm really not completely sure. How are you doing, Karen? Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Hi, Karen.
Mama G goes, I forgot to hug everyone. Yeah, I'll do the big reveal next Thursday on the sweater. I still got to add buttons, but the knitting part's done. Alrighty, so let's see. I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you ladies are doing good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad you're doing good.
Yes. I am having a great day, actually. Going to have my sister try my garden pickles I made and canned today. Ooh. And she better like them, because there are 9 jars of them. She didn't like my sauce, so.
Is she what?
She didn't like the salsa I made. So that's mine. I like the salsa. But there was only a can and a half of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I made my pickle relish, and I've only opened 1 jar myself. And then I gave my mom one and a neighbor one. And to me, it tastes too, like there's too much vinegar in it. But I let it set. It said to let them set for like a week.
Yeah.
A week and a half or 2 weeks. And I let it set that whole time until I opened my first jar. And it still tastes too much vinegar, but it's been sitting for several months now. So I'm hoping that when I go to open my next jar, maybe the vinegar will soak in more and some of the heat from the hot peppers will have soaked in too and made it more hot. I don't really know. It was my first time ever making pickle relish. So, but I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Yeah, you said chopping it all up and everything was like.
It was a hassle, man.
Well, I did 4.5 pounds of cucumbers into pickles, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever do that again. But this one said let it sit a month, and I did. Today is a month. Okay. So, and tomorrow's her birthday, so she's going to open it today. It's kind of a birthday present, and she loves pickles. She loves sour tart things. She will sit there and eat jardiniere like it's candy. And I'm just like, ugh. I like a pickle, but she's just like out of the jar eating this stuff. And I'm just like,
I'm kind of the same way, actually.
Yeah, like, well, you do you. That's just not me. But
yeah.
And she
do you like
she feeds the dogs sour patch. I am not big on relish.
Okay.
But I mean, I like having it with my burger, or I'm just not like pickles on their own and that kind of thing. But I'm hoping she really likes it because I took the time and made it for her, and
Yeah.
there were 9 jars of them. I don't want her to turn around after a month that I made it and go, eh. You know,
Yeah.
can be picky. So, yeah. Hey, Mama G. That's not nice. And thank you,
I will
Melanie.
look into that, Kim. I could probably make my own buttons out of polymer clay. I have made them before. I actually have some beads up there that I made.
Oh, that sounds good, Karen.
Yeah. Fried pickles. I still got to figure out. I have a whole bunch of peppers in the freezer. And then I have a whole bunch of tomatoes that I froze. So I never got to make my salsa. And I still need to make my hot sauce. So I'm like, and now that my pepper plants have started making again, I'm getting more peppers again. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to have too many to do anything with.
You just got to make your hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
KrystalTheYarnyChicken's famous hot sauce.
Yeah. But let's see, I think it's a one gallon bag full of peppers, and most of it's habanero. There's a few Lethaleya peppers in there and a few Peter peppers, but most of it's habanero. And I think the recipe I had found. Hi, Lisa the Grammy. Welcome in.
Hi, Lisa.
Was, gosh, what was his name? Pepper Geek. Pepper Geek had a very simple habanero hot sauce recipe. So, yeah, that's possible, Lisa. Freeze or dehydrate the peppers, but I froze them, and I'm planning to cook them down on the stove, and then I get to put them in a blender.
Thank you, Lisa.
And also, for those that don't know, Melanie's channel is pinned to the top of the chat and also in the description box. So, my grandmother's always frozen, vegetables like squash or zucchini. We've always put our tomatoes in the freezer whole. She's froze onions before, so I know you can freeze some of the veggies. I don't want to waste them into powder. I wanted to make like a hot sauce with my peppers because I eat tons of eggs and I love hot sauce on eggs, or salsa. So that's where my peppers are going to go to. So are you growing anything in the fall?
It's too cold here. We've already gotten freezes.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
It was 33 here this morning.
Wow.
So,
I think it was like 36, and that was at night. So,
yeah. It's most of the mornings when I take the dogs out, it's frosted over.
Mhm.
So I cleaned up my garden and got out all the old plants out of my containers and just tidied it up.
Yeah, I think my cucumbers
Hopefully
finally
next.
died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But all my peppers are still doing good. Mama has a couple of okra plants still in the backyard and her sweet potatoes. And I think there's a few onions still growing. So, little bit.
Yeah. I'm hoping by next year that I'll have somewhere to start my plants inside,
Mhm.
because I wasn't able to plant anything outside until June.
Oh, wow.
Because in May, we even had some snow.
Yeah.
We got a snow as late as May. And yeah, it's just, we live, our elevation where my house is 2,200 feet above sea level. So it's just, sometimes we'll get snow in October, sometimes we'll get snow in May, and you just never know. So you can't put the seeds outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I'm sitting here racking my brain. What am I going to do with my peppers when we actually have our cold months? Because, like, from November to February is our cold season. And it doesn't really get too cold here, like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still cold enough to stunt the plants,
Yeah. I watched you last year, and when you were out in your garden and there was stuff growing in December, I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I
Yeah.
was like, they can still, oh, that's right. They're in Texas. They can still grow stuff and just, oh, I can't believe it. I'm so jealous. And I'm walking around in 1.5 feet of snow. It's just, oh, yeah. Some things I'm just jealous of, but I wouldn't trade 4 seasons for anything. Except we don't get 4 seasons anymore. We get like 1.5 seasons. And it's just insane. So,
Hmm.
ooh. That sounds good, Kim.
So 1 habanero per jar, you mean? Remove the pepper. Use 1. Oh, remove it out of the jar. Okay, and it gives you the heat. It gives a bit of heat, but lots of flavor. Okay.
I
Cold.
love chili.
Kim, send me that video that you saw of the guy that never removes his pepper plants, because I need to know how he does that. I don't want all my pepper plants to die off. I babied those things. I mean, I had them growing indoors from seeds in a seed tray. I really don't want them to die. But I mean, if it happens, it happens, of course.
That would be cool, though, if you could keep them going for years.
Yeah. There was one guy I saw, I think he was on his 3rd year of the same pepper plants growing. I'm like,
wow.
so Miss Melanie,
Yes.
you reached 300 subscribers. I saw that.
I did. I'm at like 304. And so it's a definite now because it's been like 4 days. So I am going to do a giveaway probably in the first week of November, which is next week. I'm going
Yeah.
because I have I'm weighing 2 different like things besides yarn, but yarny related to give away. And thank you, Brenda. But I want to figure out which one I want to give away with the other stuff. I like to give away like a whole set. Like I put in hooks and scissors and measuring tapes and stuff in case you're just a beginner. But and then there's yarn. But and I didn't give it any. I didn't even mention when I went over 200. I must have been like somewhere else. But I went over 200 along, and then I was just like, I got a couple more, and I got a couple more, and I just kind of drizzled along.
Yeah.
And then I was just kind of standing still, and then these wonderful people called the Boostateers showed up. And then I just jumped up over 300.
Yeah.
And it was so wonderful. And so I waited a couple days and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm over 300. So I'm gonna do something, and I just have to figure out what I want to give.
Yeah.
And make sure it fits in the box. Because it has to fit with all the other stuff. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, it's kind of like the replay giveaway that I have gathered up for Monday's Halloween bash. The original box that I started with, I'm like, okay, it's kind of too small now, so I have to kind of like find a bigger box for it to go in. Uh-oh, I think she froze again. I think we lost her, everyone. Well, at least it hasn't completely kicked her out yet. Oh. And then I said that. Well, she'll be back. At least we went almost 30 minutes without her getting kicked out. Sometimes her internet does that, though. So I'm just going to let y'all know that for my Halloween bash, I'm going to have a replay giveaway. And there will be a keyword you have to use in the comment section. And also for anyone that does a super chat or a super sticker during the Halloween bash, will get an extra entry upon the comment entry that they make. So you might even have multiple chances to win. And there she is.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Thank you. For some reason, my internet cut off.
Well, at least you're back now.
Yeah, but I had to leave to reconnect my internet and then come back in. And yeah.
Oh no, are you frozen again? Oh, okay, I can hear you. Yeah, it's a little choppy, but
Yay for 5 more. Am I delayed now?
your video's lagging. I mean, I don't know
I bet
how
it's my
everybody.
dad. It's my dad. Let's all blame it on my dad.
I don't know how.
Hold on. Up in front of the screen.
Can y'all see and hear her okay, or is it just me that
I'm gonna try and make sure this isn't opening things. Am I choppy? Yeah, I look choppy to me too.
Okay, so Lisa is saying she is breaking up. So
I'm choppy to me too.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's my dad. We'll blame it on my dad.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. At least you're still here.
It's
I can hear you fine. Your video's a
the
little
curse
choppy,
of my
but I can
house.
keep talking fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Lisa goes, it happens to everyone.
I don't know.
At some point it does happen.
He's probably working on something in the pantry and bumped the router. And didn't even think that I'm doing this. And great freeze faces, Lisa. I'm a dramatic person.
Well, you're actually not lagging too bad now. So.
All right. Maybe it all just had to catch up with me.
Maybe.
I'm ahead of the game. But what was I gonna say? I will probably never remember.
Well, I know you were talking about the prizes you were weighing. And not weighing, like literally weighing them, but like trying to decide which one. And then I'm trying to remember what you said after that.
It'll be a surprise. Next week. You can all wait in bated breath and then check out my channel. It won't be a hidden giveaway. It'll be announced. But you're going to have your bash on Monday, right? On the 31st.
Yes.
And then Mama G, is it all right if I say Mama G Gear's going to have a monetization party?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Of course.
She's having that. I'm donating to that. I should, well, that means if I'm donating to her, I should probably donate to you too. In fact, I will. After this, I'll have to figure out what, though. I don't know what. But I'll figure out something that I can afford to ship.
Sweet of you.
So, yeah, we'll do that. Huh?
Okay. I think Karen might be lagging.
So that's
She's
another price. Now you have 12 sizes. Oh, yes. If anybody wants a jar of pickle. Except not allowed to ship liquids.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna, like, for the replay giveaway that I did a while back, that Verna Bradshaw won, I was gonna throw in batteries for the lights, the LED lights that I had in there, and I'm sitting there thinking, I can't ship batteries. They won't let you, because it says, is there any liquid, fragile, perishable, you know, any batteries, aerosol cans, or anything like that, you know? And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. This is Minty, but the pattern's name is Vincent the Dragon, and the designer's name is Hooked by Katie.
Katie.
And that's her. Yeah, Kati.
He's on my list.
Oh.
I have a bunch of her patterns. She is awesome.
Yeah, she is a really good designer.
You did great, Crystal. Hiya, Anita.
How are you doing?
That's right. In fact, the person who sent me that can of soda just entered right behind you. Guilty party. And it was good.
Melanie, the 5 Yarnaholics is usually on the 3rd Sunday of every month. So in November, the 3rd Sunday is the 20th, so November 20th, and it should be on my channel this month. Not this month, next month. I'm already going too far ahead of myself.
Totally send out a can of my pickles wrapped up in bubble wrap inside another box, inside a box, sealed, and not mark it on the, you know, is there liquids in here? I would lie. I would send someone a can of pickles. You want pickles? I'll send you pickles. You know,
and we sent Dee's Creative Hands Crochet, we sent her some strawberry jam. So we were able to ship it to her. So, but we bubble wrapped it.
Yeah, I will totally white lie to the U.S. Postal Service. It's a white lie. Worst anybody's going to do is if it breaks, you're going to smell like pickle juice. So, yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to win my pickles.
Happy belated birthday to Anita, Queen Mama's Hillbilly House with Anita. Her birthday was on the 26th, and I did not realize that till like 5 to 10 minutes before midnight. And so I tried to hurry around everywhere possible, like comment on her video, make a community tab post, and send her a message on Messenger all before midnight wishing her a happy birthday. And I know she didn't see it till 5 the next morning, but I just wanted to say happy birthday to you, Anita. I hope you had a great birthday.
Super happy belated birthday. I will never forget it again. It is in my birthday book, and it happens to be the same day as my youngest niece's birthday. So you will not be forgotten again, Anita. And that's both a threat and a promise. You got me on my birthday, and I will get you next coming birthday. Threat, promise. Take it as is.
Oh. You're very welcome, Anita. So what are you going to be, Anita, on the Halloween bash?
Yeah. What are you going to be?
I think I'm going to post the link to join as a guest in the top of the chat so people can find it. And then I don't have to worry about posting it during the live, you know? And so I'll probably put it also in the description box and post to the top of the chat. I'm going to be Elvira.
I knew that.
Did I show you the picture with the makeup and the...
You only said you had ordered the stuff.
Yeah.
And I asked you if you were going all out, like all out, and you said wig and makeup. Like this far, not this far.
The makeup, the wig, and the eyelashes. That's as far as I'm going with it. And maybe black fingernail polish, but
I love Elvira. She is my childhood. And she still looks great today.
Yeah. Yeah. I've practiced doing the makeup twice so I could have it down by Monday. And I think it'll take me about an hour to get everything done right. I'm like, oh my God. So it's at 3:00. So I think I'm going to have to start at 1:30 just to make sure I'm not down to the wire. I'm like, oh. Yes, I was, Anita. I was wondering what you were going to come as. Or you can leave it a surprise.
I think the longest it has ever taken me to do makeup has been 10 minutes. I think the extent of makeup I've ever done was maybe when I used concealer. Now all I do is mascara, maybe some eyeshadow, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's my...
Like when I would put makeup on for my lives, I would put a little bit of eyeshadow and some mascara. That was about the extent of it. But if you think about it, she's got two colors of eyeshadow, and it's striped, pink on the outside, blue in the middle. And then she has the thick black eyeliner, and it's the little lashes that you have to add on. Then you have to do underneath, and it has black and white plus the pink under that. And then it's like you have to put the false eyelashes on. Then you have to put blush on. And I'm going to do like an airbrush pale.
Wow.
To make myself look like real pale like she does. I have that airbrush makeup foundation thing, whatever it, I can't even remember what it's called, but I'm going to airbrush pale, and then I got to put the wig on, and I'm just like, God, this is It's gonna take me forever to do this.
Anita, it's an honor to remember your birthday, honey, because I love you. So I'm going to. And you're special. And yes, your birthday means something. So,
Hi,
Hi, Dragon.
Anita's gonna be a witch. Awesome.
Sort
How are
of.
you doing, Dragon Cat?
Kind of. I'm trying to figure out what I want to be, what I could be, what I should be. So many possibilities. And it's just going to end up with what's left at the dollar store. But, you know.
I was gonna dress up as Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. I used to have like a
fez and a bow tie.
Well, I had a fez that I made, and I do have my little bow tie that I made. But I had like a blue shirt. You know, when he first transitioned from his very first episode, when he met Amelia Pond as a little girl, he had a blue long sleeve shirt on. I had a blue shirt, that same color. And then I found like a corduroy type jacket that I put on. And so I was going to dress up. Well, I got rid of all that stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize that.
Aw.
I'm doing good.
We're doing good, Dragon Cat. Welcome back, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Welcome back. Oh.
You don't have to send a thank you card for anything.
Oh, man. So, Melanie is also a Doctor Who fan, for those that do not know. And she had told me that she just started watching Peter Capaldi's first season. And he had some pretty good episodes, I think. So I think you'll, like, the longer, I mean, the more that you watch him, I think he'll grow on you.
They all grow on me. I mean, I enjoy them all for who they are.
Yeah.
I don't judge them against each other or anything. I get into each storyline in its own right. So.
Well, there was, like, with Jodie's character, a lot of people were like, this, in my opinion, I think Jodie did good as the Doctor, but the writer of her seasons did kind of, But I think she did the best at being the Doctor that she could have with the writers that were there. Now that she left, Chris Chibnall is leaving, and we get Russell Davies back.
Oh.
So, and he was the showrunner for David Tennant's season. So, I'm kind of excited about him coming back.
Now, see, I'm a big geek in a lot of ways. Right above me are 2 shelves covered with manga and anime, which also hold a couple of figurines of Nightmare Before Christmas and Harry Potter. Okay. They have some comic books on them. I'm not a real big comic book fan, but our library has comic book day, free comic book day every year. So I go and I look through them, and they had Doctor Who comics, Buffy the Vampire Slayer comics. I'm a big Buffy fan. Joss Whedon, you know. So I just go, give me hands. So up here are my manga. I am a manga fan. I have a bookshelf over here my dad built me. Big bookshelf. It is stacked. Shelves around the room, stacked. Not even all my books can fit in this room. I've been reading since I was 3. Okay, Alexa, stop. Aha, I beat her. So, not even all my books are in my room. I've been reading since I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Some are in totes. And I used to have over 600 books. I had to get rid of some. I was very sad. Yeah, but up on top of my bookshelf, I showed Crystal this. I have TARDISes and Daleks, and they're mostly Yahtzees. We have like 6 Yahtzee games in the house. My sister has My Little Pony Yahtzee. We have TARDIS Yahtzee, Dalek Yahtzee, Nightmare Before Christmas Yahtzee, Firefly Yahtzee. Do any of you know what Firefly is? Please say yes.
I do.
Yay!
I actually own it. It's right over there. And I have Serenity.
Okay, here's how bad we are. I have a copy of Firefly. My dad has a copy of Firefly on Blu-ray. Did we get rid of one of the copies of Firefly? No, we kept both. And we also have a copy of Serenity. Yes. Because you don't get rid of one just because you have the other.
Yeah.
You might need the other.
Mm-hmm.
And there is this meme that says when you reach heaven, the gift basket that St. Peter gives you at the pearly gates includes the extra 11 seasons of Firefly. Yeah, that's in the gift basket you get at the pearly gates. That's number 1. Because there was only 1 season of Firefly, and that's just wrong.
Yeah.
But so, okay, drive safe, Anita. I'm a huge geek. Fifth Element.
Yep.
My dad has movies. The original, The Day the Earth Stood Still, that we've seen because they were his movies. The original, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original Forbidden Planet, which I have never seen Leslie Nielsen in such a serious role.
Yeah.
But I can't think of the name of it right now, but they remade it, and it is just not as good as the original. But there are just some sci-fi movies that should not be remade.
Yeah.
I love Keanu Reeves, but Day the Earth Stood Still, not as good as the original. But
I remember the original. I love older movies, from 30s, 40s, 50s. I love watching that era. And so I try to go back and I watch the original if I can find it. And then, because I've probably seen the remake. And so it piques my interest. Well, I want to see the original, so I'll go and try to find it.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi, Anita, and love you too. Be careful driving. And hi, Ray.
Sorry, I get excited. The Andromeda string. That's the one.
I think I've seen that. Did they make a remake out of that one too?
They did. It was a mini series in the remake, and the original is much better. And we rewatch it and stuff like that. Enemy Mine is a really good one.
Yeah.
I actually
watched that not too long ago.
When my dad eats too much, we call his stomach zombies. Do you have a zombies in there? That's the baby. You know. do you have a zombies in there? But I actually grew up, you know, I'm older than you. So I was a child of the 80s. And I was the one sitting in my house watching Errol Flynn and Shirley Temple movies while everybody else was watching MTV and stuff like that. And I watched Goonies and everything else, but I watched the black and white movies and I love them. And then Turner Classic Movies came out and I just absolutely loved it. And that is just, my favorite movie still to date is Meet Me in St. Louis. And it's just, I go back to it. It's just what I love.
Well, I mean, I was raised by my grandma and my grandpa. So I have a love for their genre of movies and music and all of that. I grew up to 50s and 60s and 70s music. I actually prefer listening to oldies compared to the stuff today. It makes you want to get up and dance type music.
Yes.
It was much more, you know, Beach Boys, the doo-wop era. I love doo-wop. I mean, it was just, you know, the Supremes, the Temptations, who else? Buddy Holly, Little Richard. I mean, that's a little bit more out of my, but yeah, it's just like Roy Orbison. I can sit there and sing along with that with my grandmother.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys, I could sit and sing along. I mean, my grandfather wouldn't sing, but he would listen. ABBA was his favorite group. I have his CD that I ended up with, and I know almost every single song on there. Hi, Joe. Welcome in. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to watch the Frankie and Annette movies and the Elvis movies and, you know, Beach Blanket Bingo and those ones. And it was just, and, Gidget and The Flying Nun and those. And it was just, it was so far out there, but you just loved watching it. And and I always enjoyed spending time with my grandpa and the people of his generation, but I loved being with kids my own age too, and I just shifted back and forth, you know. And then if I didn't want to be around the kids my age, I'd hang out at the senior center with my grandpa, and he taught me bawdy songs from the war, and he'd play on the piano and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Great.
Welcome in, Judith and Thriss. I combined both their names together. Welcome in, Judith.
Hi, Thriss.
So, I was trying to think, like, I also like the Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy. I
Oh yeah.
absolutely love Laurel and Hardy. They were my go-to funny men of my choice. But Three Stooges, I do like Curly, but I like Shemp better, in my opinion. I always liked Shemp a little bit better.
I did not actually watch much of the Three Stooges. There was a movie by Laurel and Hardy, and it was remade later, and I watched it by both. Oh, and of course it's escaping me right now. It's a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And when they remade it, it was Drew Barrymore and Keanu Reeves. Christmas in Candyland? Candyland? Might have been. Christmas in Candyland. But I remember it was made with Laurel and Hardy, and then it was remade. And I liked it both times, but it was really cheesy. Really cheesy. Both times. And it was just kind of cute and homey. One of those really like Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And you know, Drew Barrymore was like 12 and Keanu Reeves was like 21, but supposed to be like 18.
Yeah.
And so, you know, yeah, I think it was Christmas in Candyland. I don't know. Do not quote me ever. But yeah.
The very first movie I think I saw with Laurel and Hardy, I think it was something about bandits in the title. And I remember them being at a hotel and they went down to the cellar to get wine. Well, okay, so Hardy is sitting there emptying it into like there's this big old barrel and he's filling up cup by cup, handing it to Laurel. And Laurel's pouring it in the bucket and then hands the cup back, takes the new cup, and the bucket gets full. And so Laurel just starts drinking them down, taking the new cup, handing it back, drinking that one down, taking this cup, handing it back, drinking that one down. And he never tells him. And he finally figures out, and he is drunk completely. And I remember a part where they stacked up different stuff on top of each other, and he's sitting there swaying back and forth at the top of it. That's the only thing I can remember. But I don't know if Melanie has yet. I doubt it because she's trying to watch them in order.
I'm trying to watch it in order, and I'm only on Capaldi, so I am staying away from the new stuff. And I know Jody just finished, so I'm going to get her box set when it comes out, and then I'm going to watch her box set, and then I'm going to catch up and so don't spoil. No spoilers. No.
It's very hard to not tell you. But the only thing I'm going to say is I cried when she left. And
everybody cries when everybody leaves. Yeah.
And that episode, you know how normally when a doctor regenerates, the stream that comes out, you know, out of the hands and out of the head, it was huge. That's all I'm gonna say. It was like really, really long. It was kind of cool. That's what made me cry.
Aww.
It was like a kind of like her character going out with a bang. but I'm not giving too much away because you can actually see that part somewhere. But I'm not saying anything else. I'm not giving any details.
No, you're not giving anything away. Listen, I'm only on season 7 of Supernatural. My sister told me all the stuff that happens, everything about like babies, mothers, gods, everything in Supernatural. And I'm like, I'm on season 7. And she's like, oh, sorry. And that's all she said. And I'm like, you just told me all about everything. I'm like, great. Do I even need to watch anything? And then just the other day in the car, she's like, ghouls and shifters and this and oh, in this episode. And I'm like, season 7. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's good. I actually don't know when these things happen. Like when they happen, so I can sort of be surprised.
Yeah. Ray says, I cry every single time, every single doctor. I hate to see them leave. Me too.
Aww.
Lisa says, I love Supernatural. I have watched it all of the way through a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to actually get back to it. I have to write down where I am on each show and what I want to like continue. Now that we have streaming, I can actually continue them. So yeah. I'm sorry, Thris.
Oh, that's terrible.
Maybe we're going to start it again sometime. Is it Crowley or is it, what was his name on Firefly, Ray? Because he's on both. I like him on both. You know?
Wait, what? Who?
Crowley is on Firefly also. Did you not catch that?
There's also a Crowley on Good Omens too. So
no, the actor. The actor is in Firefly. He's the guy who they go to trade with, and he wants the gold bars, but he's weak. Mm-hmm.
Short guy with the round hat, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's always
peeling an apple.
Yeah, he's always Weasley. He plays Weasley really well, but he's not a Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Thris. Badger, that's right. Badger. I knew it started with a B. You get points, Ray.
Thris says, oh my God, Firefly was amazing. Why do they keep such bad shows and get rid of these amazing shows? You know, every show that I have grown to really, really enjoy, they end up canceling. I'm like, what? It's like The Magicians. They stopped at 5 seasons, and I could have watched it another 5 seasons.
Oh, Thris, just thinking about that makes me want to cry because I can picture it. And Lisa, they probably did that in the show at least 12 times. Oh, The Magicians. Yes, and they ended it, and they shouldn't have ended it. Exactly. Okay, now we're on to TV shows because they left it so that they could have brought him back, and then they never brought him back. And I was okay. I'm getting upset. See, I get upset. I get invested. Yeah. I get invested in my people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the way they ended Magicians on season 5. They kind of left it open, like if say another network wanted to pick up the show and continue the storyline, they could, or if they could make a movie.
Yeah.
I was like, they didn't really give a whole lot of closure to it, you know,
No?
and that's what I didn't care for. And when Quentin died, oh my God.
Yes, and they left it so that maybe Quentin could have been brought back, but then they did not bring Quentin back. And ooh, the anger. I cried so bad. And then the musical, when they were mourning Quentin and they all were singing, I, as an emotional, bipolar person, just wept. And then I had to replay it and weep even more. My emo side just, my sister's like, why are you doing that to yourself? I'm like, because I have an emo side and it needs this. But no,
I read the first book. I have the first 4 seasons. I still need to get season 5 on DVD, but I have the 3 books and the first 4 seasons on DVD. And I read the first book like in a week. And I've been trying to finish the second book. I'm kind of stuck at, it's like, I can't make myself read it anymore.
Oh, Joe, thank you.
I mean, I want to finish it, but I'm just like, I'm not much of a reader, and for me to want to sit down and read and find the time, it's kind of hard. I'm always doing something else or watching TV or, you know, crocheting or knitting or something.
I love to read, but I haven't been able to read and finish a book in like 4 months, and that's like odd for me. So my friends at the bookstore was like, try audios. They'll hopefully ease you back into it. Because I even like sometimes ARC read for authors where they give you the book before it's released and you leave a review. And I can't even do that right now. So I've stopped doing that. But it almost hurts to not be able to read a book right now. I just can't concentrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was stuck about halfway through the second book. I think I got past the halfway point, but I think they were trying to get back to Fillory. They got stuck in this house and they were trying, like during a party, and they found like the old clock or something or mirror, some sort of something, a way to get back. And I think they eventually did get back, but it's after they had went through a door after they were there and then got kicked back out of Fillory or something. It's been so long I can't even remember where I left off. Yeah, there's 5 seasons, Melanie.
There needed to be more.
Yeah. You know who I saw in a TV show the other day? I was completely shocked when I saw that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that who I think it is? And they showed him again. It was Hale Appleman, the one that played Elliot. He's in the new American Horror Story. I'm like,
he'd be good in that.
I've seen him in anything in like forever, and then he appears on that show. I'm like, whoa.
Are those series like worth watching? Because I was gonna put those on my list.
I thought they were good. Now there's American Horror Story, and then there's like the kind of like
a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah, different little stories, kind of like a Tales from the Crypt type thing, where there's a different story each episode. Now that one was American Horror Stories, but the American Horror
Yeah.
Story is the one where each season is a different theme. And some of them actually tied in together. It's mostly the same characters that play. Now, the only two, I think it's the new season is season 11. Welcome in, Lorele.
Hi,
The new
Lorele.
season is season 11. But
Bye, Dragon Cat.
that one with
Have a good day.
Bye, Dragon Cat. Thanks for stopping in. Because this new season is kind of really out there. It's a lot more different than any of the previous ones. It's how can I put this nicely without getting in trouble on YouTube? It's about.
Don't get in trouble. Are they gory?
It's not real gory, but it's
Okay,
more.
I don't like gore. I like psychological, but not gore.
It's more about like gay men in the 70s. One's a cop, and somebody is killing off gay men. So if that bothers you, then I wouldn't watch that season, you know. So just a forewarning. Now, it's not as gruesome as like some of the past seasons I have noticed. Like season 10 was about aliens and something else I can't remember. It was called Double Feature. It was like half the story. First 5 episodes were about one thing. The second half episodes were about a different thing. One season was about witches. Well, actually, I think there was 2 different seasons about witches. One was about people getting killed off in this house and their spirit remained there. I think that was season number 1. And they couldn't leave that house, so their spirit got stuck there. American Horror Story is the show I'm talking about now. It's okay. I mean, not all the seasons are real gruesome or gory or anything like that. There was also, I think, 5, 6, or 7. I can't remember. It was about a colony. It's called Roanoke. About kind of like the colony that disappeared. There's that one.
They think they figured
out a hotel. Mm-hmm. Welcome in, Lisa Ellison.
Hi, Lisa. They finally figured out what happened to Roanoke in history.
Oh, they did?
If anybody's interested, I can tell you.
Okay.
So, Roanoke was one of the first colonies, and it disappeared. When they finally sent more settlers, there was no one in the colony. And there was a symbol carved into one of the posts. And they thought, where did everybody go? And so and the symbol they thought meant Croatoa. Okay? Now, I can't give you all the facts because my brain is somewhat like a sieve. Now, what they have finally figured out is that during the winter, the people were starting to starve and die from disease. So what happened is the Native Americans accepted them and they moved inland and were absorbed into the Native American civilization. So they saved them by accepting them into their own colonies, their own Native American towns. They all became one civilization. They did not die off or go magically and live. People were thinking they went and lived in Atlantis and all these weird magical solutions, for hundreds of years. Croatoa meant Atlantis. It meant these mystical things. And it turns out that all that happened were the peaceful Native Americans saved them from dying over the winter by taking them into their homes and feeding them, teaching them to live off the land. And later on, they had made homes further inland where it was more fertile, and they just gave up the settlement where it was and lived further inland, and also became, friends with the Native Americans. They settled elsewhere, possibly married some of them, and never went back to the settlement. That's what happened to Roanoke.
That's kind of interesting. Lorele says that's interesting. I had heard in reading history that the colony disappeared. I hadn't heard that explanation.
I saw that on a documentary just this year, so it's pretty new as far as what they've discovered.
Yeah.
They found that by looking through their what they call their trash pits. I forget the actual word for them. And looking through trash pits of the Native Americans further inland, where they would find pottery from the settlers mixed with the Native Americans. So it's really cool. We love documentaries in my house. We love historical shows. We love anything we can learn from. We watch them all the time. I love history. I have always loved history. So, but that's my little teaching thing for today.
Ray says, my hubby is always watching documentaries about historical stuff. And Lorele says, I love documentaries. Surprised I missed it.
I hope I didn't mess it up for anybody or mix any of my facts. If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I hope I'm not like, my brain isn't doing any of the bipolar fog and I'm mixing any of it and messing it up for anybody.
Yeah.
If I do, I apologize.
All right. So I just want to mention a few things before we wrap up, because we're almost to an hour and a half in. So Melanie is close to she's reached a milestone, and next week, beginning of November sometime, she's going to have a giveaway on her channel. So make sure you go and check out her channel and subscribe and give her some Yarny love over there. And my Halloween bash will be on Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to have a replay giveaway for to comment after the live is over. And there's a keyword, but the twist on it is if you do a super chat or a super sticker during the live, you'll get an extra entry. And what I'll do is I'll write all the names under the comment section down on paper. Anybody that does super chat, super stickers, I'll write their names on papers and then draw one winner probably 2 days later after. So, and let's see. Dee's Creative Hands Crochet is going to have a Halloween party tomorrow, I believe. You said Mama G's going to be doing a monetization party.
I think
when?
12.
Okay,
I think
on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mama G's going to have her monetization party on Monday also. And I think that's it.
Thanks, Doris.
So, is there anything you else would like to mention before we go?
I don't know. I don't think so. Thank you, Lorele. I think I'm good. I had a lot of fun.
Thriss has a giveaway going on now and another one coming up tomorrow. And so go look for that. Thriss, make sure you type drop in the chat to drop your link. Melanie's channel is also linked at the top of the chat and in the description box. I just want to say thank you to everybody who came and chatted with me and Melanie. It was so happy. I mean, I was so happy to have you on my channel. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon and a great weekend. So, bye for now, everybody.
Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Bye, y'all.